Hello everybody, I am Andy McDaniel and welcome back to Critical Point. And last time we got ending number 11 and there is no ending number 12, so we're going to skip right to ending number 13. And let's go. Alright, first choice, and it is leave it up to the base guided systems. Zooming ahead, second choice, and I'd better see the commander and report in. Zoom. Alright, third choice, go to CIC. Zoom. Okay, looks like the first 9 choices are all the same as the last time, so we're just gonna zoom ahead to that. So, be right back. Alright, so first 9 choices happened, and they were leave it up to base guidance systems, I'd better see the base commander report in, go to CIC, aren't those 4 feeling well, remain here, I don't need anything right now, wait here a little while longer, think about what to do, I can't sleep with this kid. And now we've had sex with Elise, and we are going to tell her she is human. And I think we've already done that before too. Yeah, we have done this before. For ending, shit. Ending 1. Okay, so if you want to see what the response is for You Are Human, go back to the playthrough towards ending 1. I'm not sure which episode that would be, but whatever. Well, I thought about it a moment. I held up my right arm before her eyes. Yeah. Let's go. Yep. Okay, entering Omega mode. Yep, another murder in section B4. Yeah, okay, this is all familiar. Let me keep an eye on this. Yep. Okay, Elise is getting taken away. Alright, next choice. Where are we? Okay, review the situation and gather my thoughts. Okay, that might be slightly different. Let's do this. I wasted a lot of time and didn't even acquire any new information. All I had was circumstances with evidence that led to Elise being taken into custody, blah blah blah. I guess this means that I'll just have to wait and see what happens next. I was worn out after making out, yeah, we've done this before too. Should I call Rico? Blah blah blah, and then yeah, what shall I do? Hi, there's Rico again. Yeah, we've already done this. Skipping the fuck ahead, go to Carla's office is the next choice. Yep. Sea rations, all sea rations. Not your shit. You might be poisoning me for all I know. Yeah. Right, this is the pattern that she tells me about. Okay, skip ahead. Yep, dead. Dead lady is dead. Alright, go to Carla's. Is that what I'm doing? Going to Carla's office. And I just did this in the last episode. Yeah, so. Zoom. Okay. Right. Alright, yeah, we've been here before. Hi, Elise. Come to tell me about the poison, and then we have sex with Elise again. Yeah, we've already done this before, too. Alright. But I think the last time we did this, it ended in me getting stabbed to death, blah blah blah. Yep. Okay. Now we look around for a while longer. Couldn't find any clues, blah blah blah. Hi Carla. Alright, look around for a bit more. I should worry about myself rather than everyone else. Carl and I both have our individual tasks. Blah blah blah. Yes, we've done this before too, I think. Went to talk to Elise. Anyone else around? No, she's not here. Blah blah blah. Guess I'll find someone first and inform them. Yep. And then we go and we find Julieta having sex with Kaminsky. All of this is the same. Blah 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 blah. Yep. Remember that time that Kaminsky came up and you were masturbating and he's like, oh no, you need a proper dick, so let me stuff one inside you. Okay, let her go to him again. Really? Okay, let her go to him. There we go, not much different this time from the last one. Yeah, this isn't the time for that. Yeah. That was proof enough that something bad was... Okay, what just happened? Wait. It was a good thing the fake Kaminsky didn't sabotage the airlock. We made it through the outer gate. While I was waiting impatiently for the inner gate to open, it suddenly paused. This might be different. The gate opening and closing mechanism stopped and the emergency lighting switched on. That was proof enough that something bad was happening. I got out of the Lunar Rover and ducked under the half-open gate into the Lunar Rover storage area. He wasn't lying in wait for us. Nobody was in the storage bay. My artificial arm sensors confirmed for me that there was nobody around. I stripped out of my spacesuit and hurried to the nearest terminal. Nothing happened when I switched the power on. The lines were cut, or worse, the main computer had been taken out. If my fears paid out, CIC would have been hit too. His goal was surely to knock out base functions. If that's the case, CIC and the main computer was sure to be destroyed. Were Carla and Rico okay? And Elise? I was filled with uneasiness and impatience. If the main computer had been destroyed in addition to communications being out, I had no way of contacting Elise. What should I do? Alright. We should go to the storage bay brig. Okay. I had to find Elise. Elise would be no pushover for the fake Kaminsky. I had to concentrate on figuring out the situation and planning a counter-attack. I changed from my inner suit into my uniform. I took the big assault rifle Julieta had on and ran to the brig. There wasn't any power going to the elevators or automatic doors. It took time taking the stairs and opening the doors manually. There were commandos and tech staff bodies strewn in my path on the way to the brig. Unlike the previous murders, it looked as though gunfire had taken place. Kaminsky must have shot people as he came upon them. With this much violence in evidence, he must have decided that he didn't need to keep the charade now that his cover was blown. He went on an all-out killing spree. With the light staffing of the base to start with, and aiding the people who had been murdered to these deaths, the base was nearly wiped out. Yeah, we've done this before. There were no signs of destruction near the storage area. This was the last place that I had seen the fake Kaminsky. He must have picked up the signal from a security station here. If he went straight to CIC, this area should be untouched. Cole and the others may be alive, as well as Elise. The door of the storage room that had held Elise was open. The door next to hers had been used to hold Lei Wong and was still sealed. I took another look at Elise's door and noticed that it wasn't just open, it had been torn off. Oh no! Had she been attacked by the fake Kaminsky? I quelled my overreaction once I looked inside. The door was neatly placed in a corner of the room, and there were no signs of a struggle. In other words, this was Elise's own work. If that's the case, she must have noticed the situation and broken out herself. And she would surely have gone after the fake Kaminsky of her own volition. I ran towards CIC at top speed, trying to shake off my worst fears. Just before reaching CIC, I encountered the survivors. There was a barricade of containers assembled in the corridor outside of CIC. Everyone was holding handguns and submachine guns and other types of guns, prepared for an attack from the direction of CIC. Commando sensed me coming and brought a gun around to bear on me. Wait, I'm not the enemy! Colin noticed me and jumped up from behind the barricade. I nodded to her. The enemy is Kaminsky.
さっきわけのわからない電波をキャッチしたと思ったら、突然カミンスキー軍曹が銃を振り回して。
Just as I had thought. If we discovered the real Sergeant Kaminsky's body, the fake one must have been instructed to take direct action. Kohler continued with a serious expression.
軍曹は隊員たちを見境なく撃ち殺しながら CIC に立てこもったの。これも薬のせい？
That isn't the real Sergeant Kaminsky.
どういうこと？何か知っているの？
The real Kaminsky is dead in a crevasse outside the base.
なんですって？
I said the real Kaminsky is dead in a crevasse outside the base. Her surprise turned to anguish.
それじゃあ、あれが破壊工作の真犯人なのね。
We triggered a trap when we found his body. Well, actually, Giulietta did. I'm partly responsible because I didn't stop her from rushing to the real Kaminsky's body, but still, the Pulse took out our radio and we couldn't notify you. I gave a brief account of our discovery of the body. Well, what's the situation?
あいつは CIC に銃弾を撃ち込んでめちゃくちゃにしたわ。
Why didn't you kill him before you could do that? You dumb bitch.
銃が効かないのよ。何発撃ち込んでも涼しい顔をしてたわ。
Oh, okay. What? I almost shrieked in disbelief. So, that's it? Of course, I should have foreseen this. Kaminsky's killer had walked all the way across the moon to the base. A normal human being couldn't have done that. In other words, hey, where's Elise? Elise had already gotten out of the storage room on her own. She was operating on her own initiative, so she should have made contact with Kohler or the fake sergeant. Sure enough, according to Kohler's explanation, she had gone into CIC to monitor the situation.
サブシステムは分散しているから、生命維持装置や照明はまだ働いているけど、もうおしまいだわ。
No! If Elise is here, we still have a chance. Either way, we still had to do something about the fake Kaminsky. But bullets won't affect him. I'll just have to gamble on my good right arm, right? I hope this works. I continued. I'm going to CIC too. We can't lose Elise now.
どうする気？賞賛はあるの？
Probably not. I don't know. I might be killed like a dog. The thought had crossed my mind. I just had to suppress any negative thoughts though. With a heavy rifle in hand, I stood before the open CIC doorway. I couldn't see Elise from the corridor. Peering into CIC, I saw that he had apparently broken in with his guns blazing. The place was littered with bullet shells and shards from monitor screens. There were sparks and small fires scattered about. This place would no longer function as the nerve center of the base. There were 2 dead bodies in the corner, obviously unlucky technical staff personnel. I gasped. One of the fallen was Rico. You bastard! If only this could be fixed with her complaints. I had plenty of complaints about this situation. I guess I should have slept with her while we still had the chance. Yeah, that's the thing to think right now. I suppressed the fury that threatened to overwhelm me. My intelligence training for emotional control served me in good stead. The effect of the drugs hadn't completely worn off. If my emotions took over, both Rico and I would die unavenged, just like dogs. Kaminsky, I said. I screamed out into CIC. Hey, if it isn't the lovely captain, Kaminsky said. Kaminsky's voice came from inside the room. He must have been confident about completing his mission. He didn't fire immediately.
Hey there, come on in. Don't worry, I won't blow you away right off the bat,
Kaminsky said. I let his provocation slide off me. I was in a position to look over the room where Riko's dead body had fallen. Just then, a familiar voice broke in. Okay, Elise. She was supposed to be observing, but she stood in the room confronting the fake sergeant. She had a thin knife in her hand. The dullness of the light reflected off the blade told me that it was made of a ceramic alloy.
Hey, Mr. Captain, you gonna hide behind a little girl?
Kaminsky asked. Elise, you can't do this. Let me handle it. No matter how you looked at it, Kaminsky had a body built for warfare. He wasn't an all-purpose model like Elise. It was like a tank fighting against a high-performance sports car.
Either one of you suits me just fine. Or maybe you'd like to come at me together,
Kaminsky asked. The fake Kaminsky chortled as he pulled out a big combat knife. I had to stop Elise. She has to act as the main computer when this was all over. And... no, I can't let my feelings get involved. Ew, feelings. Elise, you can't do it. Stay back. God damn it, Elise. I told you to stay back. She ignored my directive and prepared to charge the sergeant. So, this is what I get for removing her limiters? Stop! That is an order, I said. Elise hesitated for just an instant. But in that instant, suddenly everything was spinning around. With a bang, I hit the floor and was looking up from a prone position. Uh-oh. Beside me were Elise's head and my own headless body. In that instant, both Elise's and my own head had been cut off. My right arm's cybernetic systems were the reason I still had consciousness. Yes, I know, I'm an idiot, Elise. What can I say? Elise's head chided me sadly. I'm sorry. I heard Kaminsky's voice coming from above us.
Hey, at least you won't be lonely in hell,
Kaminsky said. My vision faded to black as I listened to his voice, his soothing, guttural, shitty voice. And there you have it. Episode 13. Catch Nut at the Shadow and lose the substance. Or whatever the fuck that means. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode. Another down loser ending. Maybe next time will be a little bit better. But who knows? We'll have to find out next episode. So anyway, thank you for watching. I am Andy McDaniel. If you like, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And until next time, see yous.